Hey you guys, welcome back to the Rights to Riches Challenge. This episode we are going to just check on in with Brittany and her family and really give you an idea as to what's going on in her life as of this moment and how she feels about um, what transpired between her and Melody. So she has a teenage son. His name is Zeke, and she also has an infant daughter, and her name is we're gonna send you alone. And then her daughter's name is Callista, Callie for short. And oh, she has an audition too. It's gonna be a busy morning for everybody. And little Miss is still knocked out. Have a good day. But Zeke is obviously Brittany had him when she was young. Probably, I would say, right after uh, things. I would say right after everything hit the fan between her and Melody in the first place. I would say that she that was when she got pregnant with her teenager. But the family tree says that there is no father. Like that's his stepfather. So, and there is nothing. This is their daughter together. But he does not have a father, so that tells me that homegirl doesn't know who the father is. But that's okay. That's okay. It happens. It happens. Because I have discovered that the time hasn't really been too great to Brittany. Maybe it's karma, call it karma. It probably is karma. But she's been dealt a pretty rough hand. So she was married, is still technically married. They are separated now to a pretty much an abusive husband. You know, he abused her mentally and physically. I remember saying that in the previous episode, but he was absolutely awful to her, and she just, oh, she's going off to her audition. Send to daycare. But, yeah, but her husband definitely was physically and mentally abusive towards her. Oh, yay, we got past our audition. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay. But she couldn't take it anymore. And this is actually a new house that she moved into. Did her father help her get this house? Yes. Yes, he did. But that's just because, you know, her family has always had money. And she's always had money. But as of right now, what? Hangnail. Oh my god. Oh my god, girl. I mean, they're awful, so I feel you. I feel you. But she has. Where was I going with this? I feel like there's a bunch going on right now. What is wrong with this child? Oh, she's hungry and she's gassy. Wonderful. But, okay, let me think. Oh my god. My brain is so frazzled. I wanted to record an episode, but my brain is kind of frazzled. I thought I would be able to do this, so just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. She absolutely adores her children. She is a really good mother. And her son is super duper 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 protective of her. I mean, super duper protective. And especially when she tried to hide the abuse. She tried to hide it. But she just kept on getting so many, like, bruises and scratches and all that kind of stuff. And why are you fussy? Oh yeah, because you're gassy. She just had too many, Don't mind that hair glitching. The CC, I don't know, it just glitches. Um, there were just too many signs to ignore, and Zeke finally sat his mother down and asked her, like, is dad abusing you? And she wanted to say no. She wanted to fight it, but like he and his mother, like they've been together. Like Zeke is 15, so they've been together for a while. So he knows his mother, and he even through his mother's lies, he was able to tell. And after that, he did not have a good relationship with his stepfather after that. It was not good. It was not healthy. And they were fighting all the time. And of course, Brittany and Richard were fighting all the time. So it wasn't a very safe household. And then they ended up having baby Callie over here. So that really made things worse. But Brittany decided that she was going to keep her. She found out that she was pregnant. She didn't know if she wanted to keep the baby or she wanted to give the baby up for adoption. She wasn't sure, just because of how volatile things were. But she decided that it was gonna be best. Like, she loved being a mother. Zeke means the world to her, and she decided that she was going to keep her, and no matter what happened, that was her baby. It's her baby. So she did everything she could. She's working her way up the acting career ladder, whatever you want to call it. She is a background actor, I think. She's a guest star. She's a guest star now. Okay, gotta work on that stuff because you're tomorrow at noon. Okay, you gotta stop dancing over here. Gotta stop dancing. Oh, you're too tense. Seriously? You're dancing. You should be fine. You should be fine. Yeah, that's getting ready to go away. From cowpoke dancing. As you can see, she doesn't have much money right now, just because she didn't ask her dad for any money. She didn't. It was enough that he got this house for her, and so she basically put in the rest of the money that she was making towards getting the house together. And oh, here she comes. Hello. Ezekiel's result below average. You did your homework. Why is it below average? Honey. Oh, please don't be mortified. Oh, he's having a mood swing. Melody, you just walked in your house with, like, I guess she messaged her. I think she actually did message her and let her know that, she had moved, and to come by and just chat with her. But I do need her to come over here and, well, no, we'll come over here and say hi first. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, okay, we're gonna turn that off. Yeah, y'all are fine. Maybe we should say hi, just walked in. Don't be flirty. Don't be flirty. This is another thing that you wanted to talk to her about too, wasn't it? It definitely was. She wanted to talk to her about the fact that she just doesn't think that their romantic relationship should go anywhere. And Melody, she thinks the same thing, but she hasn't said anything yet. And I think that maybe her coming over here, she was gonna, they were gonna talk about it. That's exactly what she was planning on doing.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Why don't you... Okay. Go pee, and then your cat's litter box needs to be dumped, so please go do that. Oh yes, this is Doodle. Um, we adopted her from the shelter, from their local shelter, and it was actually supposed to be Zeke's cat, and so they are absolute best friends. Um, Brittany isn't much of a pet person. She's not really much of a pet person. Oh goodness gracious, you two. But yeah, she's not much of a pet person, but Zeke, when he was younger, he really wanted a cat, and so he begged his mom, please, mommy, can I have a cat? I promise I'll take care of them, and I'll be the best cat dad ever. And Brittany's like, okay, just remember you said this, your responsibility. Like, I'm not gonna take care of her unless you have to be. Well, she would take care of her if she needed something while he wasn't around. But obviously, like, you're the sole caretaker, and it worked. Dude, why don't you go take a nap? Go hide from everybody. We ran 14 million simulations to see the outcome of your next acting gig. In all of the ones you've practiced your scenes before filming, you had resounding success. Oh, that's awesome. So I'm gonna need you. No, don't take a nap. Here, I'm gonna bump this up. So I think you guys should probably talk. Where did it go? Give her a hug, and she's really gonna let her know that she really appreciates everything that she's done. What is this? Oh, high maintenance. High maintenance gets the weirdest moodlets. And see over here, Melody is tired, so she's been thinking a lot about this. So I think that maybe they really need to have a conversation about this. I think she's gonna be the one to. She's gonna be the one to bring it up. Let's see. How are we gonna do this? Is it? No, they're not married, so that doesn't work. Where is it? It probably isn't under romance. Maybe under friendly? I'm looking for the asked to just be friends. Deep thoughts. Yeah, asked to just be friends. She's gonna go over here and of course the baby's crying. But it's time. It's definitely time. Because it shouldn't have happened in the first place. Brittany was very, very vulnerable, and she stepped back into. Brittany Schultz and Melody Monroe have decided to cool off their romantic relationship. Okay. But yeah, she felt immense guilt after it started, and really their romance didn't last very long. It was really only, I don't know, a couple of nights. So I mean, that's still bad. A couple of nights is still bad. Any kind of cheating is bad. But it was more one of those cases where, is she leaving? Oh. It shouldn't give her. No, because they still have their friendship, right? Yeah, they still have their friendship. But, yeah. Both of them realized that it should never have happened in the first place, and I really do believe that Melody was coming over here to tell her the same thing. To be like, You know, it happened, and it shouldn't have happened, and we both have mending that we have to do. Brittany didn't tell Richard that she cheated, mainly because she doesn't think that he deserves to know that, because he was awful to her. He was awful to her, you know? Like, she even suspected that he was cheating on her. And he probably was. He would go out at all hours of the night, leaving her with the baby. Even when Zeke was younger. Even when Zeke was younger. Because they've been married, I'd say... Let's see, Zeke is 15 now. They probably got married... Maybe 5 years ago? Yeah, they probably got married about 5 years ago. So, but yeah, they definitely... To put everything in perspective, everyone is in their mid to late 30s now. So, our main characters, Talia, Melanie, Brittany, mid to late 30s. Richard is probably older. I think he's older. I think he is in his early 40s. So, there is that. But, I'm just gonna sit here and... I guess she's just gonna reflect on everything. She's extremely grateful that she can put all this behind her. Now, is this like completely like free her of guilt? Absolutely not. You need to get up and do your homework, dude. She still is absolutely... She's not pleased with herself. That, you know, she's probably going to end up breaking a marriage. Well, she might not. She doesn't know. She doesn't know if it's going to cause Melody and Talia to break up. But if it does, obviously she's gonna feel horrible about it. As she should. But, you know, there's nothing that she can do about it at this moment in time. There's nothing she can ever do about it. What is done, right? So she's just trying to push it past and just trying to go from there, trying to look for her family and what's best for them. Go put the baby to bed, girl. Oh, she went to sleep. Okay, never mind. No, I need you to come over here and you need to do something. I need you to practice some acting. Are you taking a selfie while you're doing your homework? You are being so dramatic, young man. So dramatic. Yeah, but Brittany's already got a lot going on her plate, you know. Zeke is learning to drive now, so that's something extremely scary. And then you've got her infant over here, and she's a good baby. She's a good baby. She's a little clingy. She absolutely loves her mama. She definitely loves her mama. Okay, I don't understand. I didn't have any social events going on right now, but okay. And then she's trying to stay on top of her job, try to bring in as much money in as she possibly can. Ooh, do you want to start painting? Leave a drawing for someone. Maybe we'll make that happen. I was gonna say, if you wanted to start painting, that'll make our lives a lot easier. Oh, she has a milestone? Oh, what is she doing? Is learning to laugh. Yep. That's so cute. That is so cute. But see, this is good. One infant. Very good, very good. Why are you fussing? Oh, you can go to sleep on your playmat. Or maybe we should put her to bed. Earth to Brit, come on. Go, 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 go. Really? Oh, she fell asleep, didn't she? But another thing is how she treated Melody in their younger years. Um, how she just pretty much said, "Oh, I love you," and then just kind of dipped. Yeah, that was pretty much that. While it wasn't cool, that was basically her. She did have feelings for her. Obviously, she had feelings for her all along, but it was one of those cases where she realized that she was actually getting too close and she pulled away. That's something that she does. She definitely pulls away when she really shouldn't. And she says things that aren't the nicest, you know. So, again, doesn't excuse her for her actions, but there is at least some explanation there as to why she is the way she is. She, she's definitely the type of person that will just trying to find a way to word this. She's she's the kind of girl that I really don't know where I was going with that. She I'm horrible with words. I'm horrible. I'm trying to get better at this storytelling and because I write so, but it's all on paper. So it's easier. I can take the time to collect my thoughts and stuff before I write it down, obviously. But when I'm recording, I'm just kind of spewing it out there, and a lot of the times it just doesn't make sense. But I'm hoping that you can kind of bear with me while I'm working on it. But she is the epitome of a spoiled brat. We'll say that because her family did spoon feed her with a with a silver spoon her whole life, and even into her adulthood. You know, all she has to say is, "Oh, mommy and daddy, I need some money," and they would give it to her. And I think that really kind of solidified. Do you gotta pee? Might as well stay up because you gotta pee. It pretty much solidified into making her a mean girl, almost like pretty much the epitome of a mean girl. So that was definitely something that she is trying to overcome, but it's taken a lot of like reprogramming her brain and stuff because she hated it. She obviously in the moment she she loved it, she thrived on it, but when she became a mother, I think that was when it really set things into perspective for her, because it was like love at first sight when she had Zeke, like complete love at first sight, and it really she started looking back on the things that she's done in life, all the people she's hurt, and she realized, wow, I was a pretty shitbag of a person, and I wouldn't want my son to go through that. If my son went through that, I would find the person and I would kill them and they'd never be able to find the body. But with her, she really didn't. Yeah, okay, you're gonna bathe her. She didn't have that. I don't know, like, she has a really good relationship with her parents, obviously, but it's not like she really was corrected on her behavior. It was more of a fact that she could do whatever she wanted. You know, and if that was to be a bitch to everybody, you know, she was a bitch to everybody. I think she got it from her mom. Her mom was definitely the same way. So it was more of a one of those situations where it was kind of like you learn bad behavior from your parents, right? And I definitely think that that's where she got a lot of it from. And yeah, she had relationships, secret relationships, all of it, you know. She lied and schemed her way out of things. She did. She never claimed to be perfect, and she never would claim to be perfect. You should really put her to bed instead of putting her back in her placemat. Yeah, she never claimed to be perfect. Of course, looking back now, she's never ever going to say that she was perfect. Like, she looks back on her life and she cringes hard. And a part of her really does wonder if she got dealt this shitty hand in life in her adulthood because she was such a crappy person. She wondered if it was karma just striking her down. And you know, it very well could have been. But that's why she is, for the past 15 years, she's been really trying to fix that and watch what she does and tries to be a better person, tries to be more compassionate, think about other people for once than herself. And like I said, having kids, that definitely helped her. That was like one of the main driving factors why when she found out that she was pregnant with Calliope. Why did I say Calliope? Her name is not Calliope. Callista. So the whole reason why when she found out that she was pregnant with Callie was that she I'm sorry, the game glitched and I completely lost my train of thought. So when she found out she was pregnant, you know, she went right back to, it was like that mom mode that really was like, it went back to the feeling that she had when Zeke was born. You know, she couldn't not have this baby. She couldn't adopt her to another family, you know, like she is her baby. When did we get another laptop? Did you bring a laptop home? Did I put that laptop down? I don't remember. I remember putting one laptop down in this house. Okay, this is a little confusing. I guess we'll move it. No? That's kind of strange. But, oh well. Can you go ahead and clean up your plate? But that's where she stands right now. She's still got a lot of growing to do. She's well aware that she has a lot of growing to do. And I definitely think that she's going to be paying, when she finds out that what's going on, you know, what ended up happening between Melody and Talia, I firmly believe that she's going to come over and she is going to apologize. Or she's going to attempt to apologize. It all depends on how Talia takes the news, and from what Melody has heard from her, she's very much a no nonsense type of girl. You know, she's pretty much carefree, but except for when you upset her. When you upset her, that's when things tend to not go so well. So it really all just depends on how she takes the information. And that could be I don't want to say it could be a good reaction, because it's not going to be a good reaction. She's going to be upset. And rightfully so, she's going to be upset. So, no matter what, this is going to be a very sticky situation. and everyone is just sort of like feeling their way around because it's very much uncharted territory. Not much for Brittany because, you know, she's led this life before. But this definitely was the first time in 5 years. But again, it was more of seeking comfort thing more than anything. And she definitely from literally from the time that it happened, she was like, oh shit. She really was, but at that point, like, why didn't you stop? Just she couldn't until she got her head on straight. That's why she decided, I have to get out of that house. She said, I have to get out of that house. They had a penthouse in San Myshuno. Like, she has to get out of there, and she has to make good decisions. And she just can't let it happen again. And so she's not gonna let it happen again. This is her redemption arc, I guess you could say. But yeah, I would say this is her continuing redemption arc after she kind of slipped off for a little bit. But everything will be okay. In some way, shape, or form, it has to be, right? Can't just let the negative get you down. You gotta figure out what's going on. And she's definitely trying. She is absolutely trying. But I really hope that this put things in perspective for you guys to where you understand where Brittany's coming from and what's been going on with her for the past, 15 years that she hasn't seen Melody. So, do we forgive her? Not completely. Because obviously she still did her dirty. But no, I didn't want to join. Oh no. Oh well. I will continue this off camera because I didn't plan on adding it much longer to this. But I've grown a soft spot for her. I have, just playing with her and all that kind of stuff, and because I don't know how I discovered her again. I think I just wanted to check in on her. I think I just wanted to snoop and see what kind of household she was in. And that's when I found her. I'm like, oh. So then I saw that her family tree and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, okay. So I definitely grew a soft spot for her after that because I'm like, oh, she really is trying. And then, well, things happen, but it doesn't excuse the bad. It really, really doesn't, and I'm gonna keep saying that. It does not excuse, it does not excuse her for anything that she's done. But she has grown as a person, and she realizes when she messed up and how she messed up, and I know her. I know that she's going to do the right thing to the best of her ability. She's going to do the right thing, which is why she did what she did today, because she couldn't live with it anymore. And in the big scheme of things, it wasn't a long affair. It was just a couple of occasions. So it could have been a lot longer in the scheme of affairs, but still, it's still an affair. And I think that's just gonna be flip-flopping in her head for at least the next couple of years, if not for the rest of her life. Not, I don't know, maybe for the rest of her life, maybe not. But I do know that it's eating at her. So, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up here, you guys. I know this isn't our usual family, but they do have ties to our family. and I kind of wanted to switch things up a little bit and, you know, do things a little different, you know, just keep it different. I wanted to add a little drama anyway to keep it different from my other LP, from my Growing Together LP, just because, you know, things can't, like, I don't want one like strictly happy one and then this one was strictly happy, and you know, I had to stir up some drama. I had to stir the pot a little bit. Had to stir the pot. But anyway, I hope that you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.